Hello everyone! Welcome to Impromptu Speaking Training with Martha. The technique that we are using for this week is a technique called STAR. 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 STAR? 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 STAR. It stands for situation, task, action, and result. Usually commonly used as a prescribed way of answering interview questions. So things like describe what was the teamwork like in your previous work, or describe what was your highest achievement that you've gotten in the last 5 years. The steps are quite easy. The question that we will use in order to illustrate this technique would be: a coworker tells you in confidence that she will go to Singapore next week for a holiday. However, she plans to claim it as a sick leave to the company. What should you do? In order to answer this, step 1, I will try to repeat the question and put a bit of a context around it. Well, a colleague of mine told me that she will tell the boss that she will be sick next week, but she will actually be in holidaying in Singapore. My company is a travel company. Step 2 is task. Task is about what is it that you're required to do. As an employee of a company, my responsibility is to ensure that I act in the best interest of the company. Therefore, in this case, I need to tell my boss that Rachel, my colleague, is going to go to Singapore. Step 3 is to do the action. An action is specifying what you actually do. I tell my boss, "Hey boss, don't you want to have a special edition in the traveling magazine written specifically about Singapore?" And then the boss said, "Yeah, totally. What are you thinking?" And then I said, "Well, Rachel is actually going there next week. Maybe you can ask her nicely if she could actually do some work while she's there." Step 4 is to say what the result is. The result of your activity given the context. So the boss talked to Rachel. Rachel was happy to hear that the boss thinks that she could actually go to Singapore without even having to lie about it. And she is able to extend her holiday into 2 weeks rather than just 1 week, given the fact that she could record footage and actually do some videos as well as writing about it the week after that. So if I want to answer this question as a full sentence, the situation is that a colleague of mine told me that she was going to lie to the boss. Since I am a good employee of the company, it is in the company's interest to know that she is going to Singapore for next week. Therefore, I asked the boss if there is any way that we could send Rachel as a company employee to Singapore next week. And the result is magical. Rachel was very happy, the boss is very happy, and then a month later we have a special edition about Singapore and what's great to do for Singapore in our travel magazine, and it has been received super well within our community of readers. That's it for this training. For your question, I would say something like, describe the situation where you display teamwork within your family. Try this out at home. We are doing this on a weekly basis, and because we're such a new channel, I would really appreciate if you would do a thumbs up, subscribe, or share this on Facebook, on Twitter, any channel that you have. Spread this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Alternatively, you can also support us on Patreon, and I will see you next week.